During the summer of 1975, the beaches of North America were quieter than usual. The water was warm, the weather was fine, but people were frightened to get in the water. They were scared of a movie star, a fearsome fish nicknamed Bruce. The star of the movie Jaws is still scaring people today in the backlots of Universal Studios. Because real great whites are notoriously difficult to work with on a soundstage, the makers of Jaws built an animatronic shark and nicknamed it Bruce after Steven Spielberg's lawyer. There's a rumor that sharks don't eat lawyers out of professional courtesy. So why was Bruce so scary? Well, you just have to take a close look at a real great white shark. Even surrounded by a cage of steel, it's a little unnerving being in the water with 2 tons of muscle and teeth. They can move 5 times faster than an Olympic swimmer. It's a big fish with a bigger appetite. Perhaps the movie Jaws was so successful because it touched on some deep, almost universal anxiety about sharks. We're all a little paranoid when we get into the water, according to marine educator at the Aquarium of New Zealand, Sally Carson.
The dorsal fin projecting through the surface is a sight that causes great panic among people. They imagine a big, dangerous shark below the surface with great big teeth and immediately rush to get out of the water. We can't swim very well underwater. We put on extra fins. We can't breathe underwater. We have to put on all this extra gear to allow us to breathe. And maybe that's one of the reasons why we're quite scared of sharks.
When you're underwater, you can't hear things coming up behind you. You can't see very well, and you can't move quickly to escape. That's why our imagination quickly turns sharks into monsters. But we've been inventing monsters for centuries. Ancient explorers always brought back tales of fantastic monsters from far-off lands. It's part of the human consciousness to invent horrific creatures to explain why these alien worlds were so frightening. And these primal fears are still with us. It's just that, having explored our world, now we're creating monsters to fill the unknown regions of outer space. The monster still remains the most effective tool for visualizing and confronting our deepest fears. Bruce, the star of Jaws, was a monster, but Bruce was made of plastic and designed to sell movie tickets. Real sharks can be monstrous, but they're not all killers. The biggest shark in the world is the size of a whale and just as gentle. A whale shark doesn't even have teeth. And not all sharks are enormous. In fact, out of 350 species, not even half grow any bigger than a meter long. Despite all the sharks' bad press, worldwide there are probably only 100 shark attacks each year. In fact, that's why shark attacks make the headlines, because they happen so rarely.
That is their natural environment, the ocean, and if we're going to enter it, we probably need to enter it on the sharks' terms, and they're the top predator, we're the invader, we need to respect their environment.
It seems the shark is mainly a monster of our mind. And as we learn more about this fearsome fish, our attitudes are slowly changing. That's why sharks are only number 6 in the countdown.